Hello, hello, my friends. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Welcome back to my face and my card making space and a New Year's card. Happy 2025. Happy New Year. The caveat, this card could be for any occasion within reason, just by switching out the sentiment, which is what I love. So I'm using the CZ Design Pop That Cork little wafer die set. And yeah, it could be any sort of celebratory card. And then the CZ Design sentiment strips I used, same thing. I like that concept, so it can be New Year, which is what I went with because it seemed fitting. But then it's like, congrats on graduation, retirement, promotion, any of those sorts of things. Love it. So I also did it in black, gold, and white because one of my favorites. Two, seemed fitting for New Year's. 3, I do have a playlist. Those that have watched me for some time know I have a thing for black, gold, and white cards. I've done all sorts of occasions and things. I'll put a link to that playlist in the end screen at the very end of the video, and you can check that out. And then everything else I used will be listed and linked in the description box below the video. My links are affiliate links. That just means that if you click on one of my links and end up ordering something, I get a little kickback from that at no extra cost to you. It is what helps pay the bills, keeps the channel going. And yeah, pretty simple card. Some fun with gold ink and gold splatter and gold glitter cardstock. Used a lot of gold this time. It was fun. So enough yapping from me. Let's get into making it. So for the top layer of this sentiment, I die cut it from Simon Says Stamp's gold glitter cardstock. And then I die cut more layers to stick under it from, this is Stardust, is that what it's called? From Concord 9th. And I'm going to adhere 2 layers together with craft tacky glue and put that underneath the glitter sentiment just to give it a bit of, dimension, like I love. And the outline I die cut from VELLUM. And then I have one more layer of the sentiment. I've shown this in a lot of videos. And it honestly, it's become habit now. But the method behind the madness is by adhering whatever die cut sentiment I'm using to the underside of the VELLUM after I've got everything together, which I'm going to show here. This pops up the VELLUM just a smidge. Just the height of the cardstock, but it also makes it easier to adhere because for years I've shown me carefully tracing behind the VELLUM because no matter what, adhesive shows through VELLUM. So normally I would, flip this over and very gently trace, the die cut sentiment with my glue so I don't go over the lines, etc. This is so much easier. And again, it pops up the VELLUM just a smidge, So save that extra piece, adhere it to the back there, and then I can adhere it to my card front, which I'm now going to make. So for the card front, I'm using the Flashy Flare 3D embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp and black cardstock. This one I should have misted with water. I've talked about this more recently. I kind of stopped misting my cardstock with water because I found I didn't need it, and I've said, every once in a while you might need it. This one, I made it work, but this one's got quite a bit of detail in the center there, and it did actually kind of split the cardstock a little bit, but it was fine enough that when I adhere everything you can't tell. But yeah, next time I go to use it, I'm going to mist my cardstock just a little bit lightly with water so I can avoid it actually splitting through the cardstock. This black cardstock's also pretty heavyweight, so yeah, just thought I would mention that. So to emphasize the pattern, I'm using the gold Lisa Horton, the solid gold Lisa Horton pigment ink, which I've used in a couple of videos. It's been a hit and a miss to get these because it comes in a set of 3. They do say it's limited edition, but I guess they're going to keep it part of the line. As of doing this voiceover, the re-inkers are again sold out. I do recommend getting the re-inkers if you're going to get these inks. I finally got my hands on the re-inkers. I'm so happy. So happy. Anyway, I was just applying direct to paper. And I started out light, and then, as usual, my heavy hands, I ended up pressing it in, but I kind of went with that and just purposely pressed it in the direction of the bursts. Because, again, why not? Can't go wrong with more gold. So after I did that, I'm going to add more gold because that, why not? Go big or go home. So I'm using my Gansai Tombi Starry Colors. and my favorite gold, which I'm like pretty much scraping the edges of this at this point because I have nearly used up this entire thing. So I added water to it, mixed it up really good with my fan brush, and then heavily splattered this onto this background. Because like I said, go big or go home. Why not? It's a party card. So I let that dry. And then I trimmed this down to 3 3/4 by 5. I basically took a 1/4 inch off each side just to make it slightly smaller than what my card base will be. And then here I can now adhere my sentiment. So much easier just putting adhesive behind that cardstock and not worrying about the vellum at all. And then I just put a couple of acrylic blocks on there to hold it down, let everything dry. And then for my companion sentiments, I'm using the CZ Design Reverse Pop That Cork Easy Strips. I'm not exactly sure what release the original Easy Strips came out. It's the die set I'm showing there. But there are going to have been, and I'm sure will be, more and more either just pre-printed strips like this or also like stamps that can be die cut all at once. I am a fan. So I just die cut all these sentiments. I just grabbed one of the pre-printed reverse Pop That Cork pages, die cut it with the coordinating wafer dies. So now everything's die cut, ready to go. Love. All the ones I didn't use, I'm just putting in the package with the sentiments so that I can grab them next time I use it. And like I was saying in the intro, this could be for so many occasions, and that's what I love, you know? Especially for like celebratory things. I think we need to do that more. Like make celebratory cards. Like, you know, you did it. You graduated. You got promoted. You graduated college. You know, you did the thing. Whatever it is. Celebrate it. I love it. I went with New Year's. Just it felt fitting because as I'm editing this and getting uploaded, I'm pretty sure it's going to be New Year's Eve when I upload this. So, but yeah, we celebrate all the things. We should. So, for the sentiments I chose, for the one on the front, the Happy New Year one, I popped that up with just some thin foam squares that I trimmed down and then stuck that to the card front. And then in the Pop That Cork little die set, there's a die that die cuts an actual like little cork and the, you know, little splashes and then little extra bits. And those I die cut from just a bunch of scraps. I've talked about this. I keep my specialty cardstocks, like my glitter cardstocks, etc. I keep every little piece of these because they come in handy. And that's what, when I was die cutting the sentiments, I was just running through that little wafer die with just the little bits and scraps of the glitter cardstock. So I've got you can see in my tray there, I've got a bunch of extras. So I've got all the pieces that I adhered to the card front, like the original little die, and I adhered them kind of in the way they're supposed to, just because it's cute. But then I've got all those little extra pieces that I die cut when I die cut the cardstock and the vellum layers, and those I'm going to add to the inside because they're just little extra embellishments basically. So I adhered all the little pieces. I used my reverse tweezers and my little embellishment wand. And then on the inside of the card, my card base is a top folding A2 white note card, so 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. So I adhered one of the sentiment strips and then all these little bits that I had die cut from the scraps of the gold glitter cardstock. I just kind of sprinkled them around the sentiment. So put down little bits of glue and then just picked up the little pieces with my embellishment wand, stuck them into place. And then the card front, I had added a piece of what I call my trash cardstock. It's just this thick white cardstock that I don't like because ink blending on it is gross. Stamping on it is gross. It's weird cardstock that I refuse to throw out. I just use it for dimension. So that's what I did on this. So I adhered all that, adhered it to the card base, and that finished off the card. So it's glittery and shiny and fun. So happy New Year's to everyone. I hope that all of us have a wonderful 2025. Like I mentioned in the intro, I have links to all the things in the description box below. And then at the end, I'll link to that playlist that you can check out if you want to. Thank you all so very much for sticking with me, for thumbs upping and commenting. Subscribe if you haven't. I would love to have you. And I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in joining my Patreon community and supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!